Welcome back to Sorceress Sundries. How can I help you? To learn more about the search for the Night Song, say Night Song. To learn more about Master Lorroakan, say Lorroakan. To learn more about my good self, say projection. I am the product of an ingenious bit of magic performed by Master Lorroakan. I am blessed with sufficient intelligence to adequately run and protect the shop, Sorceress Sundries. Because Master Lorroakan is engaged in important work, I take care of such banalities as speaking with customers. The Night Song is a relic hidden in an underground temple beneath a settlement near the river Chionthar. Master Lorroakan is offering a considerable sum for the object's retrieval. To truly know Master Lorroakan is the work of a lifetime. Suffice it to say, he is a powerful, important man whose powers exceed the limitations by which most wizards are constrained. He resides in Ramazith's tower. Anyone bearing information leading to the capture of the Night Song may gain an audience with him.
The great and powerful Lorroakan offering our humble group an audience. We are honored.
Enjoy our unmatched selection.
Resurgence! A bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
You're after nothing but the best. Apologies. I'm with a customer at the moment.
Perhaps not.
Would you know? Some people are so selfish.
You're a fellow bargain hunter, I see. The hidden gems here are far better value than the rare books Tolna keeps locked behind the desk.
Literature department. Can I help you? Whoosh. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
Now, isn't it, dear?
Look what you've done! By all the gods, I'd give my ear for the least bit of respect for the written word. Go act the clown on your own time. Come back when you've cobbled together some manners and are prepared to pay for the damages. That's better. How can I... Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Lorroakan was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Nethery's Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Carsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The annals of Carsus would no doubt have much to say about the crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The annals of Carsus are best left unread. Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. Psst. I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
Motherly gobbling party cookie. What's that doing in here? It must have some sort of merit.
Make sure you empty them frequently. Otherwise, you might have a
Everything.
and everywhere else.
What are we doing? Not a type for me, I think.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stair. If you have information about... Let your knowledge...
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
I don't need any attention right now. Free for the taking. Don't waste a step. Can't risk being in open view. What path lies before me?
Which way to the nearest library?
Rules will get dirty. Step by step.
There's no time to waste. My faith will guide me. Perfectly hidden. Need to press onward.
Attention! Time for a soft touch to Turn down the fire.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever. Oh, my hands slipped. Best be on my way.
To review that awful fashion disaster you're wearing.
That's a friendly-looking shadow. If not over, then through.
Start by standing on a ladder. So they can actually see you.
I have a lot of domestic.
Let's see.
Storage and sorting of scrollwork, parchment, and tomes.
Open up.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
Tread carefully. There's a trap.
Looks like a trap there.
Mine. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Salutations. Let's give this a try.
These notes are no mere diary. These are the visions of Carsus himself. Designs for the crown he hoped to forge. And the new form of magic he planned to create with it. This was the crown you witnessed atop the Elder Brain. Not just any Netherese artifact, but the means of Carsus's godhood. Reunite the crown with the Dead Three's netherstones, and Carsus's design might yet be completed. You could wield the power of a god. Though Carsus could only have worn the crown for mere moments, he managed to destroy an empire, killing thousands in the process. In the hands of the Dead Three's chosen, it threatens to do much the same. You must find a way to stop them, to render the crown harmless, detonating the orb if necessary. You can save Faerun from Carsus's evil and the Absolutes in one fell swoop. Only you might not live to enjoy it.
Best get going.
Whatever you need, you only have to ask. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all, a bond like ours hardly needs words to express it. What else is troubling you?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Well, well, well.
What to do? Light on my feet. Each door named after a wizard of renown. The annals must be behind Castus's door.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Is that blood? I've got a long road ahead.
What am I to do?
No time to rest. Better not be cursed.
Easy.
Be careful what to
Place
trigger
is
that thing.
hungry for blood.
Don't waste a step.
By standing on
much further can I go?
Wandered into a forbidden area. You said...
Have a lot on my mind. And in it.
My Volo can't get on himself. How delightful.
Never wanted the easy path.
The absolute making people panic.
What do you know about the absolute?
I should speak up.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium? I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Cassos' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last. Not true. Not even close. Mistra's ways may seem cold, high-handed, tyrannical even. But she is a goddess. Her ways are not for mortal reckoning. Though some mortals come close to understanding. Very close indeed. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. For now, I'm just a regular wizard holding the blueprint for greatness. Mystra knows I've read Cassus' designs. I'm certain of that. It clearly has her shaken. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Let's see what this does. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Mystra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Greetings, child of faith. Be well, you have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. It's one thing for us to actually pursue the crown. I'm not entirely sure I want to threaten Mystra with the prospect on her own turf, so to speak. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Bless them with the strength to endure.
The Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me. So do I. Though I'm not sure that's the purpose I'd apply it to. Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you? Gods! It's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.